It's Wednesday, the 24th of February 2021. Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business Headlines, the business news you need in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Today's headlines: commodity prices soar on the back of confidence in global growth, creating a new market leader for the ASX. Plus, Prime Minister Scott Morrison's hold on power in Canberra becomes slightly precarious after an MP resigns from the Liberal Party. Facebook backs down in its fight with the government and media, and how the environment is reshaping earnings season. Our lead story today: commodity prices are on a tear, with several metals near multi-year highs as the vaccine rollout encourages optimism about the economic outlook. A stronger global economy, particularly in the big markets like the United States, China, Japan and Germany, means higher demand for energy, greater call for steel and manufacturing, and a surge in electronics and batteries. Many of the commodities Australia mines, iron ore, coal, copper, nickel, gas, rare earths, are benefiting. Oil is now established above $60 a barrel. It's up 25% so far this year, the best start to a calendar year since 1989. Copper is trading around 9-year highs. The prices of nickel, silver and platinum, along with rare earths, have jumped in recent months. Iron ore, the key ingredient for steel, has come off its highs but remains more than twice as much as the government's official forecast. The Bloomberg Commodity Spot Index has jumped to its highest level since 2013. It's been great news for the material companies like BHP. Yesterday, its share price surged more than 3%, and in doing so, the big Australian took the mantle of the country's largest company, worth $148.6 billion. It took that from the Commonwealth Bank. A commodity boom is great for income into Australia. Trade will support growth, though the sector isn't a major employer. The not-so-silver lining is that it will also put pressure on the Aussie dollar to appreciate. It's trading above 79 US cents, 2-year highs. That acts as a handbrake, and it isn't something the Reserve Bank wants. In overseas news, Beijing is planning to disallow non-patriots, however that's defined, from participating in Hong Kong's electoral system, including the vote for the next leader, yet another blow to democracy in the municipality. In the US, Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell reassured investors that the central bank would continue to support the economy, saying the outlook for the world's largest market was uneven. In a testimony to Congress, Chairman Powell also said he hoped for a more normal year. The rate of new cases of COVID-19 in the US is falling fast, with a 14-day average now under 60,000, down 40% on a fortnight ago. Meanwhile, overnight, Britain said it intended to use its presidency of the Group of 7 nations to push for an internationally recognised system of vaccine passports. And Sydney and Melbourne have made the rankings of the least affordable mortgage markets. Hong Kong is the world's least affordable market for the 11th year, worse than Vancouver at number 2, Sydney at 3 and Auckland at 4. Locally, Craig Kelly, the controversial Liberal Party member for Hughes in Sydney, has resigned from the party, leaving the government with a precarious margin to push through its legislative agenda. The surprise announcement came after Mr Kelly clashed with the Prime Minister over social media posts in which he promoted antidotes to COVID-19, not supported by the government, nor science for that matter. The coalition holds 75 of the 151-seat parliament. Mr Kelly said he would support the government with confidence and supply on legislation promised at the last election. That means the government will keep functioning, but it will have to work harder to pass any particularly controversial legislation, as it will need crossbench support. It also means Mr Kelly will become a much more significant player in Parliament, given he's on the crossbench. Facebook has done a deal with the federal government and will restore Australian news content. After dumping the news sites, Facebook boss Mark Zuckerberg and Federal Treasurer Josh Frydenberg have struck a deal in which the government will make some legislative amendments to address the social media giant's concerns. The group is back negotiating commercial arrangements with news organisations. Was this a lot of hoo-ha about nothing? I don't think so. Both sides now better understand that they need each other, and the relationship will be based on a more commercial arrangement. The federal government will increase the base payment for unemployment benefits by $50 a fortnight, meaning a single unemployed person will receive $620.80 base payment before add-ons like rent assistance. This is the biggest increase since 1986. Online recruitment group Seek will split it into an operating division run by former Commonwealth Bank Chief Executive Ian Narev and an investment company run by founder Paul Bassett. The group also plans to sell down its 61% stake in Chinese listings group Zhaopin to 23.5%. One thing this earnings season has highlighted has been how important the environment is for future growth strategies. Results from Worley Parsons, Monadelphous and APA yesterday show that engineers and pipeline builders want customers in the renewable energy space. For years, analysts have warned that companies and investors would take ESG, environment, social and governance, seriously. Now it's happening. That's the Fear and Greed business headlines for today. Make sure you've hit subscribe so you don't miss out. There's also more in today's full Fear and Greed podcast, including an interview with Jarden Australia Chief Economist Carlos Cacho about the increase to JobSeeker and more. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your day.